Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. I don't know about you, but something feels a little different. This is a pulpit. I'm not, I'll tell you exactly. The last time I stood behind this pulpit as in any type of proclamatory response or anything like that was on May the 8th, 2016, when Terry Goodman was recovering from a busted kneecap and some fractures that he experienced when he was in the airport in Charlotte. And I made the joke that because he was stuck in his house at that time, that he was a captive audience for all the questions that I had, and he couldn't get anywhere, he couldn't do anything, and he couldn't say no. I'd just knock on the door, and he'd just say, "Come on in, Ben," and he'd ask. But it was 10 years ago that I stood behind this pulpit for the first time in a proclamatory way. This morning, I stand before you not just in proclamatory, but also in a pastoral way. And I wish to welcome you to worship this morning at Trinity United Methodist Church. It is, for me, it is a full circle moment, and or close the loop, I guess you could say. This was a closing the loop on this. Thank you for joining us, and for those of you who are joining us online, thank you for tuning into this live stream, whether it's right now or whether you join us at a later time at your convenience. I wish to draw your attention to some of our announcements this morning here on the back of the bulletin. And these are very important. Most of these are talking about making sure that you are marking your calendars for these specific dates. And so I will let you look at those to see what it is that you need to mark. But one of particular importance, or actually two of particular importance, one for today, it is my understanding that immediately after church or after worship this morning is the rescheduled administrative board meeting that was supposed to happen last Sunday. It is now this Sunday. And so that's today after worship. All are welcome to attend. I think it's what it says here. I trust you to read that, and if I made a mistake, thank you for grace. The other thing is that the other announcement pertinent for in the immediacy is that this evening we are going to have the prayer meeting that Nathan initiated or instituted. We will be having that this evening. It will be at 5 p.m. But moving forward, after doing some listening over the course of the last couple of weeks, this prayer meeting will be rescheduled to Mondays at 6. So if you want to go ahead and mark that on your bulletin, so that way you've got that. Amy, you've got it, so that way you can get it in the announcements when the next bulletin comes out. This prayer meeting will start, or they will start on Mondays at 6 p.m. Other than that, we see here the fundraiser for the Now team with the eggs. Marking your calendars. All County Band is this weekend, in case that's something that you'd wish to support our students. We have our band director here. We have someone who helps with the band here as well. And music has been a huge part of everybody's life, whether you've participated or however it is. So if you are free next Saturday and wish to support the next generation of musicians here within the county, you're invited to attend that concert there at Coburn Middle School, I believe is what it says. Yes, Coburn Middle School. Also, please make sure that you notice that in 2 weeks from now, the Easter egg hunt on Palm Sunday, it is at 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. Please make sure that you notice that it is at 2 p.m., not 3 p.m. Amy, I would have shared that with you had I known, but I didn't know. I found that out 5 minutes ago. So, just making sure, because Amy did a wonderful job making sure I proofread the bulletin, and I proofread it with the information I had at the time. So in that, with that said, of course, everything else here is what you need. Are there any other announcements, any last-minute things that we can think of that need to be shared with the church body? Okay.
First of all, we want to welcome Ben. You did a good job at welcoming yourself, but we formally want to announce that Ben Harding has come to our church as our pastor, our new pastor, and we're all so excited about that. So, and on that note, in the tradition of Phil Robbins, we are going to pound Ben. Now, Gracie thought that meant we were going to beat him up. He had to explain to her that wasn't what we were doing. And she did come in and give us all hugs and things, so I think we're good to go there, I'm pretty sure. But Amy has a list of things that they would like to have, or that they like to have in their pantry. Ben has his kids quite often, and so there's some kid-friendly items on there and some other things. But if you would like to participate in helping to pound the preacher, see Amy and get you an item or something, and we will bring those to him next Sunday. I think, was that what the plan was? Is that what you said? Next Sunday? Didn't have a date on it. Well, whenever you want to bring them to him, he's good. He's all good in there. So, anyway, welcome, Ben, and that was all I needed to say.
Any other announcements or any last-minute additions to our announcements that we need to add to this morning? Okay, seeing as none are indicated, I guess, Rick, it's your turn. Okay.
If you had told me back in, you graduated in 2010, right?
From the college, yes.
If you'd have told me in 2010 that he would be my minister one day,
If we had told you I'd been a minister, period.
yeah, because we have our history, don't we? We do. It's all good, yeah. Now, all right.